win games and offense sell tickets. And that's what our offense makes people very curious. I mean, the things that we do on offense is very exciting, and I think they like the way our defense runs around. I think that's very curious. And, you know, and not taking anything away from Jackson State, you know, they brought a lot of people to that game, too.
Yeah, very good. You know, Coach, as we wrap up these last 3 or 4 minutes that we have here, let's give you an opportunity to say something about some of your players. I think you've already talked about your staff and whatnot, and let's talk about some of your players and some of the people that you believe are standouts and people that are contributing to your team, and that from that perspective, if you so wish.
Right. You know, I usually always, I'm a big team guy, and, you know, sometimes I hate to separate one guy from the other guy, but you always, each individual is blessed with a different talent, and then we have that on our team. But what we did last year, we felt that we had to really improve this football team to be a good football team coming this year. And that's why this football team has come from being down at the bottom of all the polls in the OVC and all the statistics to at the top of the charts. Well, what we did is we felt that we needed to go out and get a quarterback because we only had one quarterback, and that was Todd Valentine. So we went out and recruited Leon Murray, a quarterback, a transfer from Pitt University, which has been doing a fabulous job for us. Leon's a very special individual, come from a very, very good background family. His father's a minister, so you kind of tell you what kind of character this young man is. And he's a very, very quiet type guy, but I think his leadership of the kids, they just look at him as a great leader. I look at a wide receiver. We already had Juan Hall, which is a great receiver, was all OVC receiver, and then we felt that we needed to get some more speed in here that people wouldn't double up on Juan Hall, and we ended up bringing in Tyrone Butterfield, which is a transfer from the Big Ten, University of Michigan. And he's a very, very fast receiver. He's leading the OVC in kickoff returns and receiving. So we sold that up a little bit, and then we went and got Kevin Jackson, another receiver from the University of Cincinnati, as another great receiver. And then we felt that going with the combination of Corey Sullivan's another receiver, so we felt like we needed to get a lot more speed on the offensive side of the ball to really dash some things up, and that's what we did. And we look at our backfield. We may have small running backs, but they're very fast. Every last one of our running backs, they're in a 4.3 speed. Kevin Davenport, our running back, he's like second in the conference in rushing. So we feel like we're on the right track on that area there. What we need to really do is really try to patch up our offensive line. I mean, we don't had quite a few injuries here that's kind of like slowing our progress down right now, but you know, we had a week off, and we feel like we'll be back strong. Then on the defensive side of the ball, you know, what I always talk about, defense win games, we went out and ended up getting us a couple of transfers on defense. At linebacker, we got Amon Williams, a transfer from Eastern Michigan. Another linebacker, Quincy Faulkner, transfer from Kent State. Cornerback, Al Phillips from Kent State. Defensive line, Jamil Graham from Mississippi State. Thomas Graham from University of Hawaii. So, you know, our team was a whole lot new face changes over there. So that is what's making a big difference. And then we took Hillary, one of our starting tailbacks, and moved him to free safety. So that's why you see a lot of faces. I think that's why you see where we're at right now. That's why I think you see a lot of exciting football out there right now.
Very good. And Coach, over this last 30 seconds that we have, let me thank you for bringing us the information that you've given us about your football team and about some of the prospects that you see and some of the possibilities. I think that